Hey book beauties, welcome back to Reads and Feels, to my weekly book talk where I talk to you guys about the books that I read this week. So this past week, there wasn't much feels. I did talk to you guys a little bit about Wedded to a Werewolf. I started that one at the end of last week and I finished it this last Monday. It was an ebook, so I'll leave a picture right here. It was cute. It wasn't as interesting in the beginning, and I think I did mention this in the other video, but then towards the end it was getting a little bit more interesting. It was very predictable, a little bit cheesy. You just knew how it was going to go about. Very fast paced. The characters were very funny. Everybody else included was very funny. Like the whole werewolf family was funny. He had this internal thing going on, which it didn't go that much into detail about it. I mean, it said what happened and what he was struggling with. It wasn't all that emotional with that stuff. And her too, she was having some issues like with her dad and kind of internal as well, and just her whole fiance thing, because she was married. Yes, she had a fiance, but it wasn't as dramatic because her fiance was very open, and that was the thing that caught me off guard. I was like, okay, she's just gonna be having sex with a werewolf and her fiance is all cool. I said, so you just know how it was gonna go about, you know? She ends up with a werewolf, okay? I mean, it's very fucking predictable. I'm sorry if I spoiled it for you. Her fiance, I feel like he felt the same though, because I mean, if you have an open relationship, like what the fuck are you doing engaged with somebody? I feel like that connection isn't there, because I mean, personally, I wouldn't want to share. And it's funny because the werewolf has said that too, that he wouldn't want to share what's his. He didn't make a big ass deal out of it. I feel like they were just very used to each other. It was like an eh. And then I decided to read this series. West Side Love Story is first, and then Kiss Me Catalina. And these are recommended a lot. But you guys, honestly, I wasn't like, wow about them. And I thought I was, but I wasn't. One of the reasons is because it wasn't third person, and you guys, third person in romances, I just can't grasp it. I feel so disconnected. I'm like, what am I reading? I can't connect. I don't know. Are you guys the same? Let me know, because I can't. I literally skim through it. I know what's going on. I feel like I can't really understand the character, how they're feeling, how they're thinking, or even understand each character, because I feel like it's just this whole thing. And I'm like, well, how does she feel? How does he feel? Is this him feeling this, or is this her feeling this? I honestly prefer the second one, to be honest. The characters weren't that interesting. La Casa Capuleta, I love how their parents took them in, all the girls, and that was the thing too, where it wasn't like really making sense. It's probably because the whole third person dude, and I just can't understand it. I can't grasp it. I don't know what is going on. And I was like, wait, were they all adopted? Are they all siblings? There was some that were actually sisters, blood related, and this one wasn't. I'm like so confusing, to be honest. Very confusing. With this one, Mariana and Angelo were the eldest siblings, and that's one thing where I did relate to them, because I am the eldest, and it's tough. You want to, I don't want to go hell into detail, but shout out to all my eldest siblings out there, especially the woman, because in a Mexican household, it's very expected of you to take on as a parent role. I mean, I'm speaking from a girl experience. I don't know about the man. It's kind of the same, you know? Either way, the eldest in any type of family, it's tough, because you also feel like you gotta take on the responsibility. Always hearing, take care of your younger siblings, take care of your younger siblings. You're like, okay, well, you do that, and then it's like nobody takes care of you. I don't know. I feel like it could have gone, how do I explain it? Like, I feel like it could have gone more into depth with stuff like that, about the whole family thing. And like in the second one, the dad just comes back and it's like, and there was no epilogue, and I was like, wait, it just ended here? Like, I would have liked a little bit something. I really don't want to go hella into detail with this, but I distance myself from people, you know? Family, friends, from anybody. I cut people off. I don't care who you are, if you are negative, if you are not the vibe, if I'm like, I cut you off. People say, oh, family comes first, they're gonna take a chance of the whole thing, and I'm just like, for her it was like closure and healing and stuff like that. It didn't really go into detail, like very emotional details. It just doesn't. It felt like, ooh la la. I mean, I get it's a book, but I don't know. Do you guys get what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm fucking explaining it right, but I get what I'm saying, you know? It wasn't my vibe. I was interested in the whole Nina thing in the first one, to be honest, because she was interesting. Her whole thing, her finding her way into the family and just seeing if she can be a part of it. The whole romance thing, it wasn't all that romantic. You guys, I don't know really what to say about it. Maybe because the characters were a little bit more, not atrevidos either, but they had character. She was standing her ground. She knew what she wanted. She was going after it. Wasn't letting nobody tell her anything because they were both struggling with more issues than their issues. In both of the books, the issues were kind of related with each other, with the characters. It was family issues. And that's one thing that was a little bit interesting. And I'm not gonna lie, with both of them, I did get a little teary-eyed. In this one, I can't remember what part. With this one, I was crying a little bit. When the dad... Oh, I don't want to spoil it for you guys. If you didn't read it, go read it. When the dad suddenly appeared and I was like... I got teary-eyed. And then it went to this whole other scene. It was Patricio and Kat. And then I was like, okay, because I thought it would go on, which it did. And then after they did talk, and I was like, okay, a little bit teary-eyed, because I grew up with a broken family, one single parent. The one that was here was physically here, but not emotionally, mentally here. You know, when she was saying how her adoptive parents are her parents because they've been there for her, you know, it just kind of little inner child in me started crying. But the whole romance thing wasn't all that romantic. The whole tragic thing where they go their separate ways on the thing was just too rushed on both of them. And then they're like, oh, I didn't really understand it. It just, they really weren't that interesting to me personally. These were an A for me. But that is okay. They might be a yay for you. I know other people love them. If you have read them, let me know how you felt about them. What did you think about them? Did you connect with them? Let me know about the whole third person thing. I could do third person in thrillers. It's just different, you know. It's a different vibe. With romance, I just feel very disconnected. Priscilla Oliveras, I know she has other books, and I really wanted to read the other ones too, but now I'm just like... I like the whole thing too, how it has some Spanish words in there. I love it. A little bit bilingual because I can understand Spanish. I speak Spanish. And let me tell you guys, okay, so I got Latin author books, right? I was planning to read all of them this month. I still am going to read them, but I put some books on hold at the library, like you guys, 2 months ago, and they were finally ready. So I went yesterday to pick them up, and I'm going to read those first because they're from the library, you know. I'm like, I have a time frame of when I get to borrow them, so I'm going to read those. They're not Latin author. It is okay. And I'm actually really excited for them. One of them is part of a series, and I already read the first one last year, and the other one is not part of a series. I don't think it is. I really hope it's not. If you're a library book girly, let me know what books you have recently checked out from the library. I just went yesterday, and I was so happy. I just love going to the library. I had to go return some books, so I planned to go return some books to the library. I got an email earlier this week saying that I had one book ready, and on Friday I got another email saying that I had another book ready. I still have one put on hold. Who knows when it's going to be ready. I have literally waited for a book for a full year. I know. Crazy. So I said, okay, well, I'll go return some books. And I went to 2 different libraries, you guys. 2 books were from one library and one was from another library. And then in one of them, I had 2 on hold. Dude, and it was so funny because I got there and I took it out and I was like, wait, this is not for me. But the book looked good. I should have wrote down the title. I think it was a romance. But then I got the other ones. I got the right ones that were for me because I ain't trying to take somebody else's book. I just went in and out. And then the other one, I did look around a little bit, but I was like, no, dude, I can't. Like, I already got 2 and I have other books at home. And then I had book mail this week too. Oh, I got so many books. I'm so blessed. I'm so grateful. Shout out to all the publishers, to all the authors. I just love being a book girly. So let me know some. Let's talk book stuff. These are this week's reads and feels. Let me know what you read this week. Let me know if you have read the books that I read this week. You guys, let's talk about them. Let me know because a lot of people love them and I wanted to, but I just didn't. You know, and that is totally okay. And if you love them, that is totally okay. What did you like about it? What did you love about it? Did you relate to it? Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to follow me on social media. All of the links to my accounts are in the description box down below. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Like this video. Comment something cute. Comment down below what book you are currently reading. I will talk to you guys in the next video next week. Stay gorgeous. Stay reading. Bye.